Alrighty, what's up, you motherfuckers and scumbags? And my peeps! What's going on, you sexy bitches? Peter Joseph here for a Tuesday evening video. Right here. On the Peter fucking Joseph YouTube wrestling channel. YouTube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Unsubscribe right now to this very channel and my other channels down there inside of my pants. Otherwise known as the description box below. So subscribe to my channels, leave a comment if you wish, but if you're gonna leave a stupid comment, you can go fuck yourself and get out of here. But other people, you can leave your comments and like the video, share the video all over the internet, and all that good stuff. Subscribe to my channels, like I said, and follow me on social media if you dare, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But if you're fake there too, you're out of there too. That's pretty much it. If you can't be real, then you need a fucking life. Like, seriously. But it is what it is. And also, don't forget to tap and slap that bell. I think we all know what to do with that. Smack it around a little bit. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you do, you're pretty much SOL. And you know what that means. Yep. Pretty much you know what that means. You're fucked. And that's pretty much it. So, once again, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish. And follow me on social media, hit the bell, and all that good stuff. And if this is your first time watching, well, welcome to the fucking party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. If not, you can hop off and jump in a hole. Or pretty much jump in a hole and don't come out. And that's that. But if you're new here, welcome to the party. We hope you enjoy the video. Or, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you do, great. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Share it with your friends and wherever. And, make sure you hit that bell for a whole lot more. Because this train ain't stopping for nobody. Not anytime soon, either. But we'll deal with that later. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday night. It's Taco Tuesday night. And if you're going to have tacos tonight, have a ball. I don't eat tacos, but I'm going to have fun watching NXT tonight. Coming up in about a half hour from now. So it should be a good show. The fallout and the aftermath of a pretty damn good NXT Deadline event. Ilya Dragunov, the Russian Dragon. He somehow survived Baron Stormin Corbin, and now he's got a trick up his sleeve. And, well, not up his sleeve, but up, pretty much up his ass. And that's Mr. Trick Williams. Whoop! That Trick! What? Trick won the Iron Survivor match. Very great comeback to win that match. We got that, so we're going to see what happens tonight with those particular people. Also, Carmelo Hayes in the background. What's he going to be doing before before Friday night, where he's going to the main roster for the U.S. title tournament, where he will face I Did It, Grayson Waller. So, we'll see what happens with that as we're rolling on to January 2nd, the first event of the year for NXT, New Year's Evil. And we got that. Probably get something with the lassie from Ireland, Layla Valkyria, tonight, after getting pretty much ambushed by the returning Cora Jade. So not only does she have Cora Jade to worry about, she's got to worry about Blair Davenport, who surprisingly won the Women's Iron Survivor match. We'll see what happens with that. We got a new North American champion in Dragon Lee, after he beat Dom Dom on Saturday night. And a whole lot more tonight on NXT. And, that's pretty much it, because this is the last live NXT until New Year's Evil. Because next 2 weeks, everybody's pretty much off for the holidays. and pretty much the year, because there's no events being taped or even live between the 19th and the 26th. So that's pretty much it. So SmackDown will be taped on Friday night. They'll be doing 2 shows. So we'll see. December 26th will be take that back. No, December 22nd, I should say. I think will be taped, and the 29th will be taped. And that's really supposed to be the night that SmackDown and Collision once again go head-to-head, but Collision will be live. Rampage probably be live too. I don't know about that, but we'll see what happens. And then we got World's End to end the year. So, not many live shows for WWE left after pretty much after tonight, and then SmackDown, their last live show, and that's pretty much it. And then Monday Night Raw, this coming Monday, the actual final show of the year for WWE, and that's it, because they'll be preempted on Christmas. They'll be most likely taped or a best of show. I don't know what they're doing for Christmas. And then January 1st, the day 1 edition of Monday Night Raw. So they're basically doing a 3-hour pay-per-view with commercials. But lots of good stuff on that show. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. Probably get Mommy Rhea Ripley and Ivy Nile for the Women's World Championship. And I think we're going to get Walter versus The Miz, too, for the Intercontinental title. If Miz wins, he gets the title. If he loses, he cannot face Walter for the Intercontinental title as long as Walter is the champ. So, a lot of high stakes coming up as we start the new year. And next week we got the Undisputed Tag Team titles between the Creed brothers and the law firm of Finn and Priest. See if there's going to be a title change. I don't know. Then the Women's Tag Team titles on the line with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven defending against Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter, the Dancing Queens. So it happens with that. And pretty much a whole lot more next week on the program. So, get ready. So, I will be doing all those reviews through this week, all through next week. I'm going to take Christmas Eve and Christmas off, because, those are the best days in the world. That's coming up pretty soon. Pretty much, we are 13 days away from Christmas. And level 47, but we'll talk about that later. But, should be a good time, so really, you need to hit that bell. Because if you miss anything for the next 19 days, you're going to miss a lot, and then you're going to have to wait till next year for me to be back on this lovely website of YouTube. Not that lovely, it's a freaking mess, that's what it is. It's an asylum run by assholes that let assholes run amok on this garbage festival website, but I digress on that. Anyway, so stay tuned for that. But like I said, NXT coming up in about 28 minutes. And we'll talk about NXT later tonight, right here on the channel. So, you're 2 for Tuesday on Taco Tuesday. Alright. That's always fun. And I'd like to give a shout out to my Taco Tuesday crew of In This Moment fans. I say that because I went to a concert at the Starland Ballroom with the missus a few years ago, and we're waiting for In This Moment to go on. They came on. I think they were the headliner. I think they were the headliner, and there was some other bands, 36 Crazy Fists, who fucking suck. By the way, they still suck. I don't even know if they're a band anymore. Who cares? And there were a couple good bands to open with them, but 36 Crazy Fists fucking suck. But anyway, in between the set changes, they had a little pull-down screen, with some advertisements and everything. And one of the advertisers was Taco Tuesday. So every time it came up, me and these 4 people that are in this moment fans, I'm still friends with them. It's funny. Every time that ad for Taco Tuesdays came up, we go, Taco Tuesday! Good stuff, man. It's such good stuff. So every time it's Tuesday night, it's Taco Tuesday night. Or if you're a rock and roll, besides being that, and if you're a rock and roller, it's your 2 for Tuesday. Sometimes, but, you know, if you listen to Q104.3, they do a 2 for Tuesday. With good songs that make your head spin, but good classic rock. And yeah, Q104 still plays classic rock and some metal here and there, but it's not like new metal or anything. You won't hear In This Moment or even this mighty band, the Black Label Society. I mean, you hear Ozzy, but old Ozzy. You won't hear new Ozzy or anything like that. And Ozzy, Ozzy did an interview and says that he doesn't like being labeled as a metal guy. You know, his music is not metal. Well, technically it's rock and roll, but there's a hint of metal in there, you know, with the, you know, when Zack came around, it was like heavy. I mean, No More Tears is a metal album to me. I mean, that is pure freaking metal with a couple of ballads here and there. Road to Nowhere. You know. Everybody think Mr. Tinker Train is a freaking ballad. It's not. Mr. Tinker Train. You know. But yeah, No More Tears is a metal album, whether anybody says it or not. Just saying. But anyway, yeah. I mean, if you want to consider Ozzy metal, go ahead. Go ahead. He is the freaking godfather of heavy metal. I mean, Black Sabbath is the first metal band. Not Led Zeppelin. People think it's Led Zeppelin. No. Led Zeppelin had that foundation, but they never were the forefathers of freaking heavy metal. No. That was Black Sabbath, and then Judas Priest picked it up, Iron Maiden, you know, bands like that. And it was not Van Halen, no. Van Halen's pure rock and roll. They never did metal. Kiss did a metal album. I'm not kidding. Kiss did a metal album called Revenge. Even though there's a ballad or two in there. I'm just saying. But, you know, Kiss is considered rock and roll, but Revenge, pretty much, if you listen to the song Unholy, it's a metal song. It has that G-tuned guitar. By the way, happy birthday to Bruce Kulick. Just want to point that out. And I love 80s Kiss, so happy birthday to Bruce Kulick. So, there you go. But in any case, I mean, whatever music you prefer, whether it be Black Label Society or freaking Def Leppard, I mean, it's rock and roll, kicks your ass, and rock and roll and metal are pretty much a religion. And if you don't like it, fuck you. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, enough about that bullshit. Alright, on this video, as the title below says, I'm gonna talk some AEW wrestling, yeah! And as the title below says, I'm gonna have a little discussion, if you will. Now, I put as a title, is AEW dying? Or is AEW dead? So, one of those two titles. Now, why do I say that? Well, AEW, pretty much since All In, I should say. Pretty much since All In, the ratings have been pretty stagnant. I mean, Dynamite has had some pretty good ratings. Here and there, they go up and down, like my dick in your mama's ass, but, you know, the last couple of shows have been gunning around 820,000, 850,000. They got around over 900 once. But if you look at the overall ticket sales, they are down the toilet, and then go into arenas that hold at most, well, besides the Target Center, which holds like almost 20,000 people, they are not selling any tickets at all. And it's sad. Even with Collision, they're not getting that many fans for a Collision event. Whether it be live or even, they have to tape it, on Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever. I mean, it's sad. You're seeing all these pictures online on Twitter, X, with people putting up the hard cam shots, and it's like empty. It's like not that many people around the hard cam side. It's sad. For an arena, for like some arenas that hold 10,000 people, 12,000 people, and Tony Khan, selling like 4,000 or 5,000 tickets. That's fucking sad. And then you look at arenas like, Arthur Ashe Stadium. This past Grand Slam didn't even sell that out. Last year they did. There were a lot of empty seats for Grand Slam at Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium. That was like, wow. I was like, wow. And that happened in September, I think. Or I forgot when that happened. I think it was September. But in any case, and then you look at their event at the Target Center. That didn't even do that lot. That got like almost 5,000 people. And that arena where the Timberwolves play. I think the Wild play there too. The Minnesota Wild barely got a lot of fans. There was a lot of empty seats, especially around the hard cam side. So a lot of people like, AEW's dead. They're dying. They can't get ticket sales. Ring of Honor looks like shit. I mean, Eric Bischoff said Ring of Honor is basically an indie fan now. And I hate to agree with Eric Bischoff, but, it's true. It's true. Ring of Honor is basically, they don't even have a TV deal. They never had, really, besides, being on Destination America at one point. And I think, where Lucha Underground was. I forgot the name of the El Rey Network. I believe they had Ring of Honor TV. But ever since pretty much Destination America kicked them off because their ratings sucked. And I think they were on the same night. I think it's Impact. I mean, their ratings stunk so bad. And then right after that, they went, pretty much back online. Then they went to the Sinclair Network, which basically nobody had, unless you had, a station where you may live that has the Sinclair Broadcasting Network. Guys like me, I don't watch it on Honor Club for free, but we're doing that now since Tony Khan partly bought Ring of Honor. He's still half owner. I don't know when he's gonna get full ownership of that fucking company, but. But he did a media call today for Final Battle, and, he had a good meeting with Warner Brothers Discovery, because the TV deal is coming up next year, and we don't know if AEW will even be on TNT and TBS next year, but there was talk that Ring of Honor and AEW might be a bundle deal and a TV rights deal, so, we could get AEW and Dynamite on the same night. You could have Dynamite on like Wednesday night on TNT, and then right after that, hey, let's go to Ring of Honor at 10 o'clock. I think that's a bad idea, but I don't know. I really don't know what's happening. What's happening with Ring of Honor? Basically, Ring of Honor, they don't have that many veterans there. Besides, FTR will come every once in a while. Mark Briscoe, of course. He's the original. Christopher Daniels. Another original. Well, he came a little bit later, but it's still an original, technically. But, he won the tag team belts. Eddie Kingston, an original. Claudio, an original. But, it is what it is, and I don't know what's going to happen with Ring of Honor as we go into 2023. I mean, we'll have to see how Final Battle does. They have a pretty decent card, but I wish it was in New York, but they screw us again, and it's in Garland, Texas this Friday night. See what happens with all that. But, like I said, ever since pretty much after All Out, the ticket sales haven't been that great. Some of the shows haven't been that great. I mean, really nobody really watches Rampage and Collision. I mean, their ratings are, have been very dismal. At one point, both shows got over 200,000 views. I mean, and then you put them head to head with SmackDown because Hunter puts the pay-per-views on Saturday night, or even Tony Khan puts a pay-per-view on Saturday night. So Collision has to go on Friday night head to head with SmackDown. And they don't even win unless SmackDown's on FS1. And there's infighting. I mean, Jade left. Cody left. Then Jade left. Punk basically got fired. I mean, now look at WWE. WWE is like molten lava right now. It's hot. Even though, with Punk last night, they did a 1.44. Damn. Well, that's Monday Night Football for you, so you kind of expected that. But even with Punk, they should have done way higher. I mean, his first appearance did a 1.8. And, that's, pretty much it. Then, so we get all that, and pretty much it. But is AEW dying? That's the main question of this video. I think they'll be okay, even with Punk gone, with Jade gone, and with Cody gone. MJF is gonna stay, from what I hear. I mean, they do have the bidding war 2024, but there was rumors, or it actually happened in secret, that he signed a 3-year deal through 2027. Got that. We haven't seen the Bucks in a while, because I think both of them are injured, or I think they're just taking some time off. Well, you think there's no BTE anymore? It's now being the Dark Order. I mean, they just had episode 3 yesterday, and I'll watch it, but it's not the same. I mean, I like Johnny Hungy and the Dark Order and all, but kind of boring, and they don't get the views that the Bucks usually get. But what are you gonna do? And that's all I gotta say about that. But I mean, Tony Khan right now he sees that since Punk went back to WWE, WWE's ratings have been going up. The shows have been pretty good. I mean, last night's show was pretty damn epic. I mean, Deadline was pretty damn good. So, Tony Khan, pretty much playing chess with Hunter, and Hunter, he already hit checkmate when he got Punk back. I don't know how Tony Khan's going to respond with anything. I mean, he does have some free agents that their 90-day non-compete clause ends this week, which would be Dolph Ziggler, Sheldon Benjamin, Mustafa Ali. You still know where they're gonna go. I mean, Winter is Coming is tomorrow, and usually there will be a big return, either a big debut or a big return. So, might have to watch tomorrow. We'll see. And, the whole devil thing could be Dolph Ziggler, could be Mustafa Ali. I hope not, but it could be Jack Perry, so it could be Adam Cole, baby, but I mean, the storylines are there, but the fans are not coming out anymore. Ever since Punk was pretty much their cash cow, and then now he's gone. I mean, who's really the face of AEW besides MJF? That's it. I mean, if MJF goes to WWE, which I doubt, since that whole thing where he signed a secret contract, I don't know. I don't know, and I don't know what's going to happen with their TV deal, because Raw, I think really Warner Brothers right now, they have a caveat, and that's CM Punk. So they can say, hey, Tony Khan, get off our network. Bring in CM Punk. Come on, have Punk be on Monday Night Raw on TBS or TNT. I don't know. I think Tony Khan is freaking fearing for his life right now and fearing for his company going into year number 5, year number 6 right now. But I think AEW will be okay, but, at the rate they're going, I don't even think Rampage will be a show anymore. They'll still have Collision, but I think Collision needs to be on another night instead of Saturday night. But then again, you're saying, Peter, where are we going to put it? How about Thursday night? There's nothing on Thursday night besides, or if you depending on where you put it. You can put it on TBS, not TNT, because you got hockey, you got basketball. I mean, with TBS, you don't have to worry so much until baseball season. The postseason for baseball, that's it. The same thing with Dynamite. They're going to preempt it for certain things here and there, and then really in October. So, it is what it is. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think AEW is dead? Is it kind of on life support? It feels like TNA all over again from 2014 to 2017. But at least, Tony Khan's got money. He's not like Dick Cicada, honey, who basically had to get that schmuck, Billy Corgan to save her. And then Billy Corgan, in a way, had to get Anthem Sports to basically save TNA. So, we got all that and a whole lot more. But, like I said, I'm going to leave this little video up to you guys. Where do you think AEW is going to go in their TV rights? They're going to stay on TNT and TBS, or do you think they're going to go somewhere else? Now, Tony Khan did talk to Dennis Miller of the CW, not the comic. He did talk to the CW, and maybe, I don't think this might happen, but maybe they could do something maybe with Ring of Honor to get them on the CW network, and maybe, have Ring of Honor versus NXT coming up in October, though I think we all know the eventual winner. But, I mean, we'll have to see what happens as we go into next year, what Tony Khan is going to do with his company. Ricky Starks might go to WWE because his contract's ending pretty soon. Wardlow, the same thing. I mean, they're not using the stars that they have, like Keith Lee arguing about not getting too much any TV time. I mean, Matt Hardy's screaming up a storm because him and Jeff coming in, and we all thought they were going to go on one more tag title run, and then Jeff slipped up a little bit last year. Now he's back, he's sober, but we barely even see the freaking Hardys. And we barely see any of these women. I mean, Ring of Honor's women's division is garbage. I mean, it's like indie people. Besides Latino, like running amok through the division. And now he has to deal with Billy Starks on Friday night. And Billy Starks most likely will win the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. But then, who does she face? I mean, Athena will get her rematch, yes. But then, after she gets done with Athena, what happens? I mean, Tony Khan cannot run Ring of Honor. I think it was a bad idea to buy Ring of Honor. Should just let it die. I'm sorry to say that, and I've been a fan of Ring of Honor since really 2006. So, going on 18 years now. I would hate to see it just die out, and all these great people, don't know where they're going to go. I mean, Tony Khan can't put them on Dynamite and Rampage and Collision here and there. I mean, dare I say they bring back Elevation and Dark? Just put on YouTube, like they used to do? I don't know what Tony Khan's gonna do right now, but company's not doing, it's not red hot. This year has been okay, but not as great as years before. Like, NXT is starting to get red hot. With, Shawn Michaels back at the helm. The show's been great. Ratings-wise, between 600 and around 800,000, especially for that Tuesday night War show. And they came very close to beating, actually, I think they beat AEW. That was the one time, but this year, but because AEW, even with Edge's first match, still lost by 300,000. It was crazy. I mean, so we'll have to see what happens with all that. And like I said, let's leave it up to you guys. And what do you guys think? What's going to happen with AEW going forward? Do you think they're going to get off TBS and TNT? Warner Bros. Discovery kicks them off for Raw? I mean, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section, and we'll talk about it. And that's it. If you want to do your own video, do your own video. But if you want to leave a comment, a respectful comment about where AEW might go, in 2024, and where certain superstars might go. But I don't think they're going to get Mercedes Moné. They kind of, Tony fumbled the ball, and I think, Mercedes is going back to WWE, become Sasha Banks again, and pretty much help Bayley out, and then get Becky and Charlotte. Well, we don't know when Charlotte's coming back. We can see the 4 horsewomen at WrestleMania go up against the Black Lotus Triad and possibly Dakota Kai. But we'll have to see what happens with all that. But he could have got Mercedes. He might get Okada. So they'll get he gets Okada, yeah. But then what do you do with Okada? And all the other people on the show like Adam Cole, Baby, the Bucks, Kenny, MJF, the House of Black, and everybody else. Gotta give all these people that barely get any TV time some TV time. Keith Lee, some of the women's roster. Britt Baker's out with injury. I don't know when Jamie Hayter's coming back. We haven't seen Jamie Hayter in a long time because of that shoulder injury from earlier this year. So I don't know when Jamie Hayter's coming back. Thunder Rosa is pretty much close to being cleared. Don't know when that's going to happen. That kind of bolsters up the women's roster a little bit, but still, they're barely getting any TV time. Even on Rampage, and you've got Will Nightingale, Mercedes Martinez, Chris Statlander, Ruby Soho, Paige, The women's roster in AEW / Ring of Honor is pretty much shit. And NXT and WWE's main roster can destroy them. They won't destroy Stardom, but, And that's why I think Tony Khan needs to dig into Stardom and get, like, Miyu Yamashita or Mina Sakamura, or whatever her last name is. Mina Sakuragawa, I forgot, something like that. Get Mina from Stardom. Maybe get Tom Lacano, the women's champ, because they lost out on Julia. Julia's about to go to WWE in March and might appear for NXT, most likely at Stand and Deliver. And, we'll see what happens with that, but Hunter is pretty much, wiping the floor with Tony Khan. And it's just, sad that, all these, WWE marks like, hey, AEW's dead, they're dying, I don't think it's dead yet. I think it's on pretty much life support right now. Adam Cole's not going to be back until next, I don't know when. Probably I would say by Double or Nothing. Or maybe Forbidden Door. You got Joe. Yeah, Joe's there, but just Joe. you know, all these other people, I don't know when their contracts end. You know, you'll have Kenny, you'll have Jericho, you know, all those, you know, old farts. You know, Edge will probably be there for another year or so. Sting is retiring. Bryan Danielson is retiring. So, we shall see what happens with that. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm going to go because NXT is about to start. So, I will see you guys a little bit later tonight right here on the channel. So, hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss that when that video goes up. And that's pretty much it. So, leave your comments down below. Subscribe. Please like the video and share it with your friends. And hit that bell like I said before. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. If you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man! That's it. And don't forget to rock out with your coke out. Alright. And that's it. Alright, enjoy NXT, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. But for now, if you're not down with that, once again, fuck you, man. Until next time. Peace.